Hey guys, it's Lisa. I guess I'm from Texas, so I should say, hey y'all. I am sitting at my daughter's horse lesson again this week, and I thought I would have another Facebook Live video, have a chat. And the topic that I thought of was, I get asked a question a lot, and that is, I'm not a runner. I've never run. So I get asked a lot, though, why does my family, me specifically, why are we out so much at fun runs and races when I do not run? My family generally works probably 4 to 5 races a year on Saturday mornings, and so it is a good deal of time. So why do we do it? Right. And some of you might be like, I know it's not a secret. It really isn't. But it's something I don't know why, we just don't talk about very much. My husband is a partner in a business that owns road races here in Houston. They own, I don't know, 5 or 6 right now. All races are in and around the Houston area. And so when he first started, my husband is a runner. He has done many marathons and half marathons and even a 50K, which he's very proud of. And so many years ago, he was asked to be a partner in a business, and they were doing registrations, and they ended up starting a run themselves, and that is called the Green 6.2, and it is now in its 8th year. And for the first many years, he would go and, set up and do these things. And the kids and I were like, all right, see you later. And I don't really think I had a clue what they were doing. I'd never been to a race and didn't think much about it, honestly. And then a couple of years went by. I think Birdie was probably 5 or so. And he said, I really need you to come. I really would like you to come out there and be there and maybe help. And I thought, what time do you get up in the morning? So the kids and I went that first year, and I helped man a booth or something at the post-race party. And it was kind of fun. And over the years, I'd say the last 3 or 4 years, the kids and I have been at all the races. And we really enjoy it, I have to say. And people ask why we make the kids go. What do we get out of it as a family? Besides it being part of my husband's business, I mean, we don't have to do it. There are volunteers and other people who could do it. But why do we do it? Why do we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning with our kids and drag them out to somewhere in Houston and set up cones and bid pickups and stuff like that? Honestly, we really enjoy it. There's the beauty of doing something as a family, of the 5 of us getting up and working together and volunteering. I guess not volunteering if you're a co-owner of the business, but the kids are volunteering. So, really volunteering and learning life skills. I hadn't thought about it, that we weren't really... my husband and I volunteer for a lot of the kids organizations, whether it be Boy Scouts or whatever, but have the kids volunteer for something that is important to their dad, has really taught us so much as a family. We have learned, for example, that our youngest, Birdie, she is awesome at packet pickup, at bid pickup. She can find those names and call out the numbers and get the t-shirts, and she loves it. The other 2, Ashley and Daniel, are now teenagers, and they have the ability from doing this to, interact with somebody on a customer service level, ask them a question, answer their questions, say simple things like, thanks for coming, I'll see you at the race. Those little things that we as adults know how to do, but now we're passing that on to our kids. And those skills are invaluable. I'm not sure where else they pick those up, but I know that for them at a young age, there's been a lot of stressful moments where you're like, no, son, you need to be, the customer's right. I don't care if they're being rude or whatever. You have to learn how to talk to people. And so, it's been great. I will say that there's something about going out there at 4 in the morning and getting those tents set up and learning bibs and t-shirts and, I think our daughter has worked water stations and our son has done cones on course. And, Brian's running around trying to keep it all put together with his partner and everything. It's a really good experience, and I'm thankful that we do it. For my part, it also is a way for me to continue to support my husband in his, vocation as a provider and supporter of our family. For me to support him in what he does. This isn't his main business. It's more of a hobby business that they do because he is a runner. His business partner is an avid runner, and they really started these races because they love to run and they love to race. Over the years, I've taken on more role. I do all the customer service. So if you register for one of our races and have a problem with your customer service, I'm the one who gets the email and I'm the one who responds. So it has taught me a great deal about grace and humility and how to answer people when they frustrate you. And how to really keep in mind what's important. And for me, when I'm working on these races, what's important is that runner's experience, that they are there to accomplish a goal, whether it be just to go out and have a fun, bit of run or exercise with their friends, or if it's they're trying to PR or qualify for a race or something like that. And so I try to keep it in heart that I am there to have them have the best experience. And it's really awesome when we can really have a race that people enjoy and have a good experience at. Now, there are things you can't control. And so that's also teaching my kids and my family something when those hiccups go wrong. We had a race a couple years ago that it rained. And it rained cats and dogs. I don't mean drizzling. I mean, it got a little scary because the water started collecting on the road. And it's one of those situations. What do you do? And you have to get through it and you have to do your best and you can't give up. And you've got people out there depending on you who are working on this to make it the best it can be. So, I haven't always loved it, but I have really come to love it and to love doing it as a family. The kids do everything from put the timing chips on the bibs. They work packet pickup. We stuff envelopes together. But whatever we do work together for these things as a family, we try to be sure we usually take them out to lunch afterwards and enjoy and say good job and all of that. What made me think of this is I was texting with a friend the other day and she was asking if I had a referral for something, and I was like, yeah, because of our race we've used them. And she's like, what race? And I thought, oh, that's so funny. So here it is. I'm seeing it that my husband is a co-owner, a partner in a business that owns road races, 5Ks, 10Ks mostly. We have a race coming up. I've been really busy working on that one. Green 6.2. If you're in the Houston area and you like to run, this is my pitch. It's a 5K, 10K. It has a kids K. It is a great flat course, West Houston, Houston City Center. green62.com. And then in May, we have another one, and that is College Rush. And that is a great race that it supports a local charter school for the inner city of Houston, Yes Prep Academies, and they are a great school. And that race, like I said, they're the beneficiary, and it goes to support them. And that's something else I've learned just by working with these races, these great charities that are out there in the Houston area that our races team up with to benefit. Our December race is called Houston's 12K of Christmas, and it's a 6K and 12K. Get it? The play on words. 12K of Christmas. This last year, we paired up with the YMCA of Houston, and it was wonderful to meet them and to interact with them. And some of the, I forget what level, but we're talking high ups, like CEO, board of directors, you know, YMCA of Houston is out there passing out t-shirts with me. And she was a wonderful, I didn't even know who she was, wonderful lady. And I got a chance to talk to the volunteers, like the Yes Prep kids, get a chance to really interact with the members and the people, not only who work at these charities, but the people who are being served by these organizations. And it's a great way. I mean, they love it because they're receiving money from the races, right? But I love it for me, and then I'm really learning so much about these charities and organizations that our races are going to support, and so that's really important for us. So what other races? I said Green 6.2, which is in April, and then College Rush, which is benefiting Yes Prep Academy's charter school, and that is in May. Monster Mash, which is a 5K, 10K, and that one, the last couple years has been at Karbach Brewing, the local brewery here in Houston, and it's a really fun race. Lots of I don't know, atmosphere at the beer. It's held at the brewery, so it's really cool. Even for the kids, they have live music and a beer garden afterwards and stuff like that. That one obviously is October. It's Monster Mash Halloween run, and then the 12K of Christmas is in December, and it's downtown Houston. And then we're adding a new one for July 4th this year. So you can see that it's a little busy. We're at races all the time. If you are a runner, if you're in the Houston area or Metro or wherever, and you want to come to one of our races, I'll put the links. And then I have a coupon code if you want to use it for 15% off. That's not why I'm recording this, is to promote the race. I really am, I just not something I really talk about why we do it, but the pictures show up on Instagram and Facebook a couple of times a year of us being out there at 4 a.m. and just how proud I am of my husband's endeavors and the family being able to work together. It is a true blessing to do that as a family, and that's why I do it, even though I'm not a runner. So I hope you find that interesting. I guess my question to you, because I love to ask questions, because I want to hear back from you, I want to learn more about each other, is do you do something as a family? Do you either volunteer work or take on more work to support a spouse or to encourage your kids to participate or work together? Do you do it, and how does it go, and why, and all of that? So I think we've become the better for it to do it as a family. And I encourage you to find something, if you don't already, to work together. So, thanks. Bye.